Whew, this game right here, this game slaps. Though I am late to cover in Trepang² and even later to the FPS horror genre, this game is too good not to cover. That being said, I'll keep things brief and cover a few things I enjoyed. Trepang takes a lot of notes from Fear, or so I've been told. Truthfully, I never had the chance to play Fear until Fear 3 on console, which I feel is a subpar introduction. During my first playthrough, I was expecting a mostly FPS experience with some horror elements. Something in the same vibe of COD Zombies, but more Doom-like. And while I was not wrong about the Doom-like experience, I was not ready for what Trepang had in store for me. The gunplay, amazing. The horror, fantastic. The music, chef's kiss. The weakest thing about Trepang that I would argue is the story, but it serves its purpose of setting up levels for you to experience different challenges. That being said, the story is decent compared to other games I've played. Where I think Trepang shines is mixing the different types of horror and FPS elements. My favorite 3 levels intertwine gunplay with the supernatural, body horror, and the fear of the unknown. Taking one of these as an example, you go from a typical FPS gameplay and twist things with the introduction of horror elements as you go through the level. The last thing I want to touch on is the sound design and the soundtrack. I think the sound design in Trepang is really good. 2 moments where I appreciated the sound design a lot was in the end of life facility between firefights, and during a mission that was eerie, mostly due to the sound design. The other side of things is the soundtrack. Trepang's soundtrack feels familiar since it's heavy like the new Doom games, but at the same time it has its own identity. For example, or how about this? Or how about this one? The moment that I appreciated the most combined the soundtrack and the build up in the story. Spoiler warning, if you don't want any of the story ruined, jump to the time mark on the screen. Alright, here's the scene. Overall, I think Trepang is a gem of a game. I recommend it to anyone who likes FPS games and wants to try something different. If you've already played Trepang, I would love to hear your favorite level, and for those who decide to play, I would love to hear your thoughts after a playthrough. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one.